Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I revived this seemingly dead old car battery. It was completely drained and useless, but with a few simple steps and some common household items, I'll get it working again. To demonstrate how this battery was actually dead, I took some jumper cables and a small light bulb. I connected the jumper cables to the terminals. And as you can see, when I tried to connect a small light bulb, nothing happened. It was completely dead, with no power at all. For accurate measurements, I used a multimeter. After setting it to the correct voltage range, I carefully touched the probes to the positive and negative terminals. The display clearly showed 0 volts. Confirming our previous test results, this battery definitely couldn't hold any charge. Let me compare it to a healthy little battery. When I measured its voltage with a multimeter, you can see it showed 12.5 volts, which is good. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. When I connected the small light bulb to this battery, it immediately lit up. The light bulb lit up and showed a good voltage on the multimeter, showing a clear difference. Okay, it's time to get straight to the point. I'm wearing gloves for safety. To begin, I need to carefully remove its cover. I carefully used a screwdriver to pry open the top cover of the battery compartments. The goal here is to access the internal components without causing any damage, as we'll be repurposing many of these parts. After removing the cap, I was able to drain all the old electrolyte. Look how thick and dark this solution is. It's full of impurities and lead sulfate residue. This hinders its conductivity. This old acid no longer conducts electricity effectively. This is one of the main reasons batteries fail. After draining the old electrolyte, it's time for the first rinse. I used water, gently pouring it into each battery cell through a funnel. The purpose here is to rinse away any remaining dirt and impurities. I gently shook the battery to ensure the water reached every nook and cranny. Now I'm draining the water I just poured in. This helps to wash away all the old acid and remaining impurities. This is an important step in preparing the battery for recovery. Here's a little secret ingredient I like to use: lemon juice. I cut a fresh lemon and squeezed the juice into a glass. Lemon juice acts as a mild detergent and can help break down some of the sulfate deposits that build up on the battery electrodes. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I heated water in a kettle until it was hot, checking the temperature with a thermometer to ensure it reached the ideal temperature, around 80 to 85 degrees Celsius. Then, I carefully poured this hot water into the lemon juice, stirring well. The heat helps activate the lemon juice and prepares the solution for pouring into the battery. Using a funnel, I carefully poured the hot lemon juice mixture into each compartment of the battery. This hot lemon juice will work by desulfating the electrode plates, breaking down the lead sulfate crystals that accumulate over time and prevent the battery from holding a charge. This solution will continue to clean the internal electrode plates and help dissolve stubborn deposits. I gently shook the battery again to ensure the solution penetrated all the compartments. This is an important step to ensure thorough cleaning. After letting the hot lemon juice soak for a while, I drained it. You can see it's still quite clear, indicating the process is complete. The task of breaking down impurities has been completed without causing excessive scaling. I'm rinsing the battery, filling each compartment with clean water. This will rinse away any remaining lemon juice residue and further clean the electrode plates. We want the battery compartments to be as clean as possible before adding new electrolyte. As you can see, the water is now completely clear. That means our battery compartments have been thoroughly cleaned and are ready for the next crucial step. Now for the actual electrolyte solution. I carefully pour fresh sulfuric acid into each battery cell using a funnel. This is the new solution that will allow the necessary chemical reactions for the battery to store and release energy to take place. Remember to wear protective gloves and handle sulfuric acid with extreme care. Fill each cell to the indicated level. After adding the fresh electrolyte solution, I wiped the battery one last time with a clean cloth. To seal the battery cap, I'm preparing a special mixture. I take some gasoline and a sponge. The gasoline will dissolve the sponge, forming a thick paste. This homemade mixture will create a strong and durable seal for the battery cap, preventing electrolyte leakage. I put this mixture into a syringe for easy use. A clean surface is essential for safety and efficiency. Using a syringe, I carefully applied the homemade mixture along the seams where the battery cover would be placed. This created a waterproof sealant, forming a solid barrier. This is crucial for the long-term performance and safety of the battery. I made sure to apply an even layer of sealant around all the edges. After applying the sealant, I now carefully placed the battery cover back into the compartments. I pressed down firmly to ensure an airtight seal. Then I gently tapped along the edges with a screwdriver, ensuring the covers were properly positioned and sealed with sealant. This helped press the covers into the sealant, ensuring a tight and secure bond, and distributing the sealant evenly. Once the battery was sealed, it was time for the first charge after the restoration process. I connected the positive and negative terminals to my smart battery charger. As you can see, the charger immediately recognized the battery and started the charging cycle. This is a great sign that the desulfation process was successful. The battery is now receiving power. After putting the battery to charge, I checked its voltage again with a multimeter. Look, it's stable at 11.9 volts. The battery is fully charged. This is a significant improvement. It's a clear sign that our efforts have paid off. Let's reconnect the light bulb. Look, the light bulb is shining brightly, just like normal with a fully charged battery. This confirms that our old dead battery has been successfully revived. This shows that with a little ingenuity, you can fix many things around the house. Next is the second battery. I'll do the same as before. I'll clean the outside of the battery and check it. Its condition is as expected. Now the real work begins. The first crucial step in restoring this battery is accessing the internal components. I'm using a drill to carefully remove all 6 caps on top of the battery. This allows me to access the internal components and the old electrolyte. After all the caps are loosened, I'll gently remove them and place them in this small box so they don't get lost. I proceed to drain the old electrolyte and clean the battery as before. Next, I'm preparing a special cleaning solution. I'll heat water in this purple electric kettle. Temperature is very important, so I'm using a thermometer to check. I want the temperature to be around 65 to 70 degrees Celsius. This warm water will be crucial to help the cleaning solution work effectively. I'm using pure baking soda. I carefully scooped about 2 to 3 full tablespoons of baking soda into a cup. Then I poured hot water from the kettle into the cup. This hot baking soda solution is a strong desulfator. It will break down the sulfate crystals on the battery electrode plates. I stirred until the baking soda was completely dissolved. Using the red funnel again, I carefully poured the hot baking soda solution into each cell of the battery. You will see bubbles immediately. That's a good sign, meaning the baking soda is reacting with the excess acid and sulfate residue, actively cleaning the inside electrode plates of the battery. This is the desulfation process taking place. You will see a bubbling reaction inside. That's exactly what we want. This alkaline solution helps neutralize any remaining acid and break down the lead sulfate crystals that have accumulated on the electrode plates. I gently shook the battery to ensure the baking soda solution reached all parts of the internal electrode plates and could thoroughly clean them. I flushed the solution back into the container. This time the liquid was very dark, indicating that the baking soda had successfully dissolved a significant amount of stubborn sulfate buildup on the battery electrode plates. I repeated the rinsing process with filtered water to remove all traces of the baking soda solution from inside the battery. We need to ensure the compartments are completely clean and ready for adding new acid. Now comes the crucial step in preparing the new electrolyte solution. I carefully added the marked H2SO4 to each compartment using the red funnel. This is the correct electrolyte solution for lead-acid batteries and needs to be handled with extreme care to avoid spills. After pouring the new acid into all the compartments, I tightly closed all the caps. Then I used a drill to ensure they were securely tightened. This helps seal the battery cells to prevent leaks and ensure proper internal pressure for optimal operation. The battery terminals need to be perfectly conductive. I'll cut a piece of sandpaper to prepare for cleaning them. I spray some WD-40 onto the terminals. WD-40 is great for penetrating and cleaning metal surfaces with sandpaper. I thoroughly scrub each terminal, which removes any rust, corrosion, or oxidation that could hinder electrical connection. Clean terminals are crucial for efficient charging and power delivery. Now it's time to charge our newly refurbished battery. I'm connecting the battery charger to the cleaned terminals. After letting the battery fully charge, let's see the results. I'm disconnecting the charger and using a multimeter to check the voltage. Look, it shows 12 volts. Our dead battery has officially been revived and is holding a charge. To really see the difference, I'm connecting the light bulb to the terminals again. It's shining brightly and steadily, just like a new battery before. Our old battery, completely depleted, is now fully functional and ready to power. Next up is the third battery. I'll do the same as with the previous ones. This time I'll revive this battery with Sting Energy Drink. I'll follow the same steps. Now for the unusual part. I'll take this Sting energy drink and pour it directly into each battery cell using a funnel. The energy drink can interact with the accumulated lead sulfate residue, helping to break it down and potentially restore the electrode plates. This is definitely a unique method. I'll let the energy drink soak for a while and shake the battery vigorously to ensure maximum contact with the electrode plates. We're hoping for a little chemical magic here. This is where the real repair process begins, attempting to reverse the sulfation. Now, empty the electrolyte solution. You can see its color has changed significantly, becoming darker, which indicates a reaction has occurred inside the compartments. This suggests it may have helped dissolve some stubborn sulfates. To prepare for the new electrolyte, I'm performing another thorough rinse, again using water in each compartment. After the final rinse, the compartments will be much cleaner. Now, I'm carefully refilling each cell with fresh sulfuric acid, labeled H2SO4. This is a crucial electrolyte that will allow the battery to store and release electrical energy again. Then, I carefully reattach all 6 caps and tighten them with a drill. This seals the battery, preventing leaks and maintaining the internal environment. After sealing the battery, I'll wipe down the entire surface to remove any spilled liquid or moisture. Next, I'll spray WD-40 onto the terminals. This acts as an anti-corrosion agent and helps remove any remaining moisture, ensuring good electrical contact. I'll also use sandpaper to lightly polish the terminals, removing any oxidation and ensuring a clean connection for charging. Now for the final restoration stage. I'm connecting this Smart Pulse repair charger. This device is designed not only to charge, but also to actively desulfate the battery cells using high-frequency pulses. It's connected to the power outlet and, as you can see, it's signaling that the repair process is beginning. The charger will now come into play. It's actively reversing the damage and bringing the battery back to its optimal state. The repair cycle is complete. I'm disconnecting the charger and now it's time to check the final result, checking the voltage with a multimeter. And look, a fantastic result of 12.26 volts. This dead battery is officially revived and ready to go. To confirm its full functionality, I'm reconnecting the jumper cables and our familiar test light. And as expected, a strong, steady light. Our dead battery has been successfully revived. This DIY project really shows what can be done with a little ingenuity and some unexpected solutions. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.